Have you ever felt like everything is being taken away just when you start praying for success, wealth, or change? You're not alone, and it's not a punishment. In fact, it could be a powerful sign that Allah is preparing you for something far greater. Before He blesses a believer with halal success and money, Allah often clears the path, removing what no longer serves your growth or connection with Him. These removals might feel painful or confusing, but they are actually acts of divine mercy and wisdom. Sometimes you lose people, sometimes your income shifts, other times your habits, pride, or comfort zones are shaken. Why? Because Allah wants to replace them with something better, something pure and lasting. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful things Allah removes from your life before giving you the halal success and barakah you've been praying for. Watch till the end. This might just change how you see your journey. 1. Removal of toxic people. Before Allah blesses you with halal success and wealth, He may remove people from your life whose presence is quietly harming your spiritual growth, mental peace, or future potential. These individuals may not seem harmful at first glance. They could be friends, colleagues, or even close companions. But their influence often leads to negativity, envy, laziness, or distraction from your purpose. Toxic people tend to plant seeds of doubt in your mind, discourage your ambitions, or mock your efforts to grow closer to Allah. Their words can carry hidden jealousy, and their actions may constantly pull you back into old habits or sin. Allah, in His wisdom, separates you from these influences to protect your heart and intentions. This disconnection might feel painful at first, especially if emotional ties are involved, but it's actually a form of divine mercy. When you find yourself alone or distanced from certain relationships, don't always see it as rejection. See it as redirection. Allah is guiding you towards people who will uplift your deen, support your goals, and help you become the person He wants you to be. With their absence, you gain clarity, motivation, and emotional space to reconnect with your values and move forward on a better path. This cleansing process is part of preparing you for the responsibility that comes with halal success. Not everyone deserves access to your journey. By removing those who would bring you down, Allah makes room for those who will lift you up, inspire you, and remind you of Him. It's a sign that you're being chosen for something greater, something pure and purposeful. 2. Cutting off haram income. One of the most significant steps Allah takes before blessing a person with halal success is removing any source of haram, unlawful income, from their life. This includes earnings from dishonest business practices, interest-based dealings, fraud, bribery, or any job or income stream that involves disobedience to Allah's commands. While this transition can feel like a loss, it is in fact a powerful act of purification and protection. Haram income may bring temporary comfort or ease, but it never carries true barakah. Over time, it affects the heart, clouds judgment, and distances a person from their spiritual goals. Allah, in His mercy, closes these doors not to punish, but to guide the believer toward a path that is clean, sustainable, and filled with real peace. When such sources are removed, it can lead to a period of financial difficulty. But this is often the moment where sincere trust in Allah is tested and strengthened. During this phase, many people are guided to discover new opportunities that are both halal and fulfilling. It is a moment of realignment where the believer learns to seek sustenance with honesty, gratitude, and trust in divine wisdom. This shift opens doors to better ventures, cleaner business partnerships, and income that nourishes the soul instead of harming it. Allah promises in the Quran that He will provide from sources we could never imagine for those who have taqwa, God consciousness. Letting go of haram income is not a loss. It is the beginning of a greater, more stable future built on values that invite divine assistance. When you cleanse your earnings, you invite blessings into your wealth, your health, and your life as a whole. This is a vital step toward achieving halal success with a heart at peace. 3. Elimination of distractions from worship. Before Allah grants a believer halal success and wealth, He often removes distractions that come between them and their connection with Him. These distractions can take many forms: entertainment addictions, unhealthy habits, excessive use of social media, certain environments, or even hobbies that consume time but add no value to the soul. Sometimes these distractions creep in slowly, becoming part of our routine. They make us neglect our salah, delay Quran recitation, and forget daily dhikr. Over time, our hearts begin to feel distant from Allah, even if we outwardly appear successful. Allah, out of His love, intervenes. He begins to remove these things, not to take away joy, but to redirect focus back to what truly matters: the relationship with Him. This removal may come in the form of unexpected changes. For example, a person might lose interest in worldly entertainment, feel discomfort in previously enjoyed activities, or experience a life event that shifts their focus inward. While such changes may feel inconvenient or even uncomfortable, they are actually signs of divine attention. When these distractions are gone, the believer finds more time and energy for acts of worship. Salah becomes meaningful, the Quran starts to feel personal, and the heart begins to soften again. This spiritual clarity prepares the believer to handle future blessings with gratitude and awareness, rather than heedlessness. True success in Islam is not just about having wealth. It's about having it while staying close to Allah. By removing distractions early on, Allah ensures that when you do receive His blessings, your heart remains connected to Him. It's a form of training, a spiritual detox that makes space for light, purpose, and barakah to enter your life fully and meaningfully. 4. Purification from arrogance and ego. Before Allah blesses someone with halal success and wealth, He often purifies their heart from arrogance and ego. These inner diseases are subtle but dangerous. They lead a person to feel self-sufficient, to take pride in their efforts alone, and to forget that every blessing is from Allah, not their own doing. If success is granted while pride still resides in the heart, it can corrupt the soul and distance a person from the very source of their blessings. This purification process may come through humbling experiences, failures, setbacks, or moments where the person realizes they are not in control. These experiences aren't meant to break a person, but to awaken them. When someone is stripped of their ego, they begin to see things differently. They stop comparing themselves to others, stop seeking validation, and start depending on Allah with sincerity. The removal of pride also softens the heart, making it more grateful, more aware, and more compassionate. A humble person acknowledges that success is a gift, not a right. They use their blessings to serve others, not to elevate themselves. This attitude invites more barakah and sustains success in a way that arrogance never could. In Islam, humility is not weakness, it's a strength. The Prophet Muhammad, the most successful man in history, was also the most humble. Allah loves those whose hearts are free from pride and filled with gratitude. When Allah removes ego from your life, He's preparing you to carry the responsibility of success with wisdom and grace. He is shaping your character so that you don't just achieve success, but that you honor it, use it well, and never let it control your heart. That's when blessings truly become a means of elevation, both in this world and the next. 5. Teaching patience through trials. One of the most powerful ways Allah prepares a believer for halal success is by teaching them patience, sabr, through trials and delays. Many times we pray for wealth, success, or ease, but Allah withholds it temporarily to build the inner strength required to handle those blessings with wisdom. This waiting period is not a punishment, but a divine lesson in trust, discipline, and emotional maturity. Through tests like financial hardship, career stagnation, or prolonged uncertainty, Allah develops the believer's ability to remain calm, hopeful, and grateful despite challenges. This patience becomes a shield, protecting the person from arrogance during times of ease and from despair during times of struggle. It strengthens the soul and keeps the heart attached to Allah, not to material outcomes. True success is not just about what you achieve, but how you carry yourself while waiting. Impatience can lead people to rush into hasty decisions, fall into haram means, or become ungrateful. But a patient heart is content with Allah's timing, trusting that what is written will come at the best moment, in the best form. This mindset is essential before receiving worldly blessings, because success without patience often leads to misuse or spiritual downfall. Moreover, patience teaches humility and resilience. A person who has endured difficulty is often more grounded, more empathetic, and more thankful when success finally arrives. They understand its value because they've experienced its absence. When Allah delays something you deeply want, it may be because He is preparing something even greater, or because He is preparing you. Once patience is established and your heart is firm in faith, Allah opens doors in ways you never imagined, and you'll be ready to receive those blessings with both hands and a grateful heart. The journey to halal success isn't always smooth, but every removal, every delay, and every hardship is part of Allah's divine plan to shape you into someone ready to receive His blessings. What may seem like a loss is often a hidden form of protection and preparation. Trust His wisdom, stay consistent in your worship, and never lose hope. If this video helped shift your perspective, please like, share, and subscribe to Ascendine for more spiritually uplifting content. And remember, Allah's timing is always perfect. Keep striving, keep trusting, and your time will come, insha'Allah.